Let's take off, baby. Let's just drive, honey. Let's go traveling. Let's go traveling. Let's go traveling.
And we should point out, it looks like, a great place to go sledding, but in fact, that guy back there, Ron, is actually doing his part. You've had a lot of snow this year. How is this ice field created?
Up on top of the ice field every year, on an average, we get roughly 10 meters, which is 30 feet of snow. So you can imagine a 3-story building of snow every year.
Wow.
Because of the elevation of the ice field, it's 10,000 feet above sea level on average. So that snow doesn't melt away. So year after year, the snow piles up on top of the previous year's snowfall. And it just puts so much weight and pressure on the snow levels below that it forms it into glacial ice. And then the magic really begins to happen, because once the Columbia ice field has too much snow and ice on top of it, it overflows into the valleys that lay below it.
Let's talk about the ice, because this is what draws people here. First of all, what are we standing on? How wide, how deep?
We're standing on the Athabasca Glacier. It's 6 kilometers long. It's 1 kilometer wide, or 5/8 of a mile wide. And this ice is constantly flowing underneath of us.
So it's kind of moving right now.
It is doing that right now.
I thought I felt movement. No.
I think I did too.
Now here's the really cool thing. I think every kid, everybody asks, I've seen people have been here. I have thought this, I'm like, oh, we're on ice. I could fall through. How deep, how thick is this?
Where we stop at the turnaround point, we're going to be sitting on top of 300 meters or 1,000 feet of ice. So
we're good.
We're good to go.
Okay, now let's talk about, I'm like, just going to just be shooting these questions at you, because
Okay.
I want to talk about the difference between a crevice and a crevasse. You
Okay.
probably know.
We do.
Do we fall through either of them here?
You could fall into a crevasse.
But not a
However,
crevice?
not a crevice. A crevice is a crack in a rock,
Right.
and a crevasse is a crack in the ice.
Whoa! Awesome! We have to get back, and somebody said they'd throw me the keys. Is that right?
We're going to put you behind the wheel.
That's right! The Columbia Ice Fields, I mean, check it out. Just take a spin. It's beautiful. Mother Nature has given us blue skies, and she has flanked not just the ice field, but these huge mountains. We're surrounded. You can see why this is probably one of the world's top destinations for anybody who enjoys nature, geography, geology, and just the splendor of it all. We'll be back from the Columbia Ice Fields.
Bridget's Alberta Adventure is brought to you by the Alberta Summer Travel Show. Saturday, April 27th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Commonwealth Fieldhouse. Free admission and free parking available.
Let's go traveling.